Welcome to this explainer. Look, today we're tackling a phrase that gets thrown around a lot, inner beauty. And right off the bat, I want to be super clear. We aren't talking about some vague, feel-good compliment or just being in a good mood. Actually, scratch that. It's way deeper. We're looking at inner beauty as a tangible, living system of habits and character that you can literally engineer. We've got some fascinating concepts to unpack that'll completely flip how you think about personal presence, so let's just jump straight in.
Okay, so here's the big question. What actually creates that undeniable, grounded presence? You know exactly what I mean, right? We all know people who just have it. It's a vibe that goes way past surface-level attractiveness or temporary charm. When someone walks into a room and you immediately feel this sense of trust and just calm around them, what are you actually picking up on?
Well, there's a thought here that brilliantly captures the core truth we're unpacking today. The idea is that inner beauty is not a trait people wear, it is a pattern people repeatedly live. Qualities like calmness, honesty, and kindness. They aren't just accessories you throw on in the morning like a jacket. They are the expressions of a coherent life pattern. It's not about hoarding good traits to impress people. It's about building an inner life that naturally, effortlessly radiates outward.
Which brings us to Section 1. What radiance actually is, moving beyond surface appearance.
Let's strip this down to first principles. As human beings, we can instinctively sense another person's overall atmosphere. We pick up on values, self-respect, emotional steadiness. Why? Because a person's inner life inevitably leaks outward into the room long before they ever open their mouth. Radiance isn't decoration, you guys, it's disclosure. It's the visible, undeniable effect of your internal organization. If you're chaotic inside, that chaos leaks out. But if you have inner order, that leaks out too, as what we call a radiant presence.
Moving right along to Section 2, the anatomy of character, the mechanics of inner beauty.
Think of character like a house built on a rock-solid frame. Here's the thing, charm is paint, but character is structure. Sure, a fresh coat of paint makes a house look fantastic on sunny, easy days, but the structural frame, that dictates whether the house actually stays standing when a massive storm rolls through. People confuse pleasantness with depth all the time, but true character is what dictates who you become when life stops being convenient.
Now, this inner structure is engineered by a few key components. First up, values. Think of your values as the banks that give a river its shape. Without banks, water just spreads out everywhere, gets muddy, and loses its power. But banks give a life coherent direction. Second is self-respect. This is literally the internal wiring that lets a lamp shine. Without self-respect, kindness easily warps into people-pleasing or hidden resentment. With it, your generosity is clean and healthy. And third, consistency. It's like a weight-bearing bridge. You don't trust it because it looks pretty. You trust it because it holds weight across totally ordinary days.
And a truly vital part of this anatomy is emotional steadiness. A lot of people mistake high emotional intensity for deep beauty, but true beauty, it's steady. It's being formable without being fractured. Think of a well-tuned drum. If the skin is too loose, it sounds muddy. Too tight, and it just snaps. But tuned properly, a strike becomes music. Steadiness means your inner weather doesn't dictate every single interaction. You can feel deep hurt without becoming cruel, and you can totally disagree with someone without sending an angry all-caps email.
Now let's hit Section 3, when character is tested, revealing the hidden frame.
Because character is reliably exposed in 3 specific crucibles. First, when no one rewards the right choice. If honesty costs you an advantage and you still choose it, that means your values are actually stronger than your need for approval. Second, when you are emotionally activated. Say someone totally steals your credit in a meeting. Can you pause before reacting? And third, when power's available. This right here is where restraint lives. Choosing not to dominate or dismiss someone when you easily could is honestly one of the clearest indicators of true inner beauty.
So over time, your ordinary responses become your moral handwriting. True character isn't forged in these grand, dramatic highlight reels that we see in movies. No, it's built in the repeated, ordinary, seemingly tiny choices. How you speak when you're just slightly irritated, or how you treat someone who can do absolutely nothing for you. Just like a single signature can be totally faked, pages of handwriting will always reveal your true style. Your ordinary daily responses just string together to become your moral handwriting.
All right, Section 4, performance versus real presence, the tension between appearance and reality. Think about a typical workplace scenario. Someone makes a mistake that messes up things for the whole team. One response is to hide, shift the blame, or frantically try to protect their reputation. That is image management. It's a performance trying to look safe.
But another response is to honestly admit fault, even when it is super uncomfortable. That is character. Why? Because actually being safe makes the environment safe for everyone else. And people are highly attuned to this difference. We eventually look right past the polished style to see who is actually reliable when it costs them something.
So when we look at the blueprint of character, it becomes so clear that coherence is the quietest form of beauty. It maps out exactly what inner beauty is not. It is definitely not a costume, it's not a personality type, and it's certainly not constant perfection. Instead, it's values under pressure, it's restraint with power, it's honesty when it costs you, and steadiness when emotions are running hot. It's consistency across ordinary life. When your values keep showing up, especially when life makes it difficult, your character literally cannot help but become beautifully visible.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Becoming a Lasting Self, Shaping the Whole Picture.
This whole systems approach reveals that lasting beauty isn't some simple slogan. It all connects. Inner order creates radiance. Character gives it structure. Values shape your repeated daily choices. Pressure acts as the truth serum revealing what is real. And consistency, that turns fleeting moments of goodness into something permanent. What seems so effortless in the people we deeply admire is actually the result of years spent practicing these exact elements. We started this explainer by asking what creates a beautiful presence, but we really have to end with an even better question. What kind of person are you becoming through what you repeatedly do? Instead of asking how you can just look good or seem impressive today, let that question guide you. Every single time you choose restraint over power or honesty over image management, you're actively laying the bricks of your character. Look at the choices you made just today. If they were bricks, what kind of house are you currently building? Really think about it. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.